In tonight's visit to the shed, we're going to be installing bottom brackets, more specifically external cup cartridge bearing bottom brackets. Even more specifically, the Shimano Holotech variety. And again, we're working on our retro Marin here, getting it one step closer to moving. Now there are a number of different manufacturers that have the Holotech 2 standards, and SRAM have their own versions and varieties, all again are cartridge bearing external cup. And it's all going to basically work the same. Now they're pretty easy to install, they're a million miles better than press fit, but there are good ways of installing them and there are better ways of installing them. And this is one of the better ways, in my opinion, at installing these bottom brackets. Now I have to say, this isn't my tool tip. This is one that I have inherited over the wonders of the internet from Mr. BeeKay on Instagram. If you don't follow him, if you like your tool tips, if you like your bike workshop stuff, you should go give that guy a follow because his stuff is top tier. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So we've got ourselves a nice box fresh Shimano bottom bracket. Now normally, you get the spacers, you get the proper tool, you grease this up, you fit the drive side, you fit the non-drive side, you're good to go. You get the correct grease in there, get some copper anti-seize on the threads, you get some regular good water resistant Teflon coated grease on the shell that connects the cups together, and then you're absolutely golden. Now Mr. BeeKay takes this and just elevates it a little bit with the addition of one thing that you probably already have. It's not bike specific, and that is PTFE tape. Now the addition of a few wraps of PTFE tape to the threads on the cups before you put them in the bottom bracket shell of the actual frame, if there's any inconsistency in those threads anywhere, that PTFE tape takes up that slack. Put some grease on there, slide them in. Any creaks, any twist and flex from that inconsistency from the wattage that you're putting down is eliminated, and you get 100% close, tight fit. It's good enough to keep, high pressure water at bay with some plastic fittings and some brass. Then it's going to deal with your wattage that you're putting out. The one thing to bear in mind is when we're actually wrapping the PTFE around the bottom bracket shell itself. Now you have to ensure that you wrap it the correct way around the bottom bracket threads, so that when you're installing it, it's not unraveling that PTFE tape. Same deal as if you're using it in a plumbing situation, but because we've got reverse threads, just double check the way you're winding it to make sure you're not unwrapping it as you go and undoing your beautiful, clean, neat work. Thanks for wrenching with me this evening. If you've enjoyed this video, we'd appreciate a like and subscribe. And if you want to see how the Marin turns out, then ensure you hit that notification button so you don't miss the next step in its journey. From ancient dad bike to something weird and random. As always, thanks for watching and happy trails.